Hello! So we are going to start by priming our face. I use this Milani Prime Shield. You can get this at Walgreens or Walmart. So now we're going to move on to the eyebrows, and these are the brushes that I like to use. So we're going to grab our spoolie and we're going to brush our eyebrows out, make them look pretty. Now we're going to get our pomade or any brow product. I use a pomade, and we're going to dip some onto our angled brush, and we're just going to fill in where our eyebrow is. So here I sped up the clip, and you can see that I'm not going outside of my natural brow. I'm just filling the inside of my eyebrow, and now we're doing the other one. Now I'm going to grab my foundation and put some on the back of my hand, and I'm also going to grab some concealer and put that on the back of my hand as well. So now we're going to clean up our eyebrows. So I'm taking the foundation, and we are going to use the foundation to clean up the top of our brow, and we're just following exactly where we filled in our brow and basically cleaning up any areas where you see fit. And we are also going to blend the foundation up into our forehead. Okay, so now we're going to get our concealer and we're going to do the bottom of our eyebrow. So here I like to outline a line first and then blend the concealer down into my eyelid. I'm fixing up any other areas that I want to clean up for my eyebrow. And then we're going to move on to the other eye. And we're going to get our spoolie and brush the front of our eyebrows up and over, placing our eyebrow hairs exactly where we want them and how we want to lay them. Now we are moving on into the eyeshadow. So I have my concealer, and I like to use a lighter shade, and we're just going to apply that all over the eyelid and blend it in. So here I'm getting a tan shade, and we are going to place that in our crease in windshield wiper motions. And we're going to do that on the other eye too, just blending it in and setting that concealer. Next, I'm going to get this orange shade, and we are going to place that exactly where we put the first shadow and just blending that in. Next, we are getting a smaller blending brush and dabbing into a darker brown, and we're going to tap that shade into the outer corner of our eye and then blending it into our crease. So you can see I'm tapping and then blending. So now I'm going to grab these orange shades, and we are going to place that right above where we place those first two shadows, making a flawless gradient. So here we are going to deepen the outer corner, grabbing the black shadow, and as before, we are tapping that shadow into the outer corner, darkening the outer corner, making it a little bit more dramatic. She ain't even show nothing. She be walking around so confident, so heaven sent. Here I have a clean brush, and we're just blending that all together. So right here I'm grabbing this cream nude shade, And we are just going to place that all over the lid. And here I am going back into the orange and blending the front of my eye, so the lid area and the front are blended as well. So here we are getting to the good stuff, and I'm grabbing the gold. I started off with a brush, but that wasn't hidden, so I used my finger, which did exactly what I needed, and I'm just rubbing that color on top of the cream shadow that we placed earlier, and then we're using the brush to blend out the edges. So now we're going back to the outer V, getting the black shadow or a dark brown and just blending in the outer V into the gold. So now we're getting to the good stuff, and here's my glitter glue and the glitter that we'll be using. So here I'm just placing the glitter glue on the back of my hand and tapping the glitter glue onto my eyelid where we placed that gold before. And here I did slow-mo so you can see what type of brush I'm using. And we're just tapping that glitter glue onto the eye. So here I'm using the top of the glitter container because we don't want to use too much glitter. And with the same brush, we are just tapping that glitter onto the lid sparsely. We don't want it to be too opaque because we don't want a true glitter eye. We just want something that looks really shimmery and pretty. And bow, we're done with the eyes. So here I just grabbed a fluffy brush and I'm brushing off all of the excess glitter, and we're moving on to foundation. Now we're going to move on to concealer. I like to place it under the eyes, around my nose, in the center of my lip where my Cupid's bow is. I like to do the bridge of my nose. I think that's what's coming next. Oh, my chin. Then my nose. Then I'm going to go on my forehead and under my cheekbones. And here we're just blending it all in. So now we are going to get some loose setting powder, and I like to dab it on the back of my hand, and we're just going to set the powder all over our face. Okay, oop, hold on. We're going to move on to bronzer. And we're going to bronze all the areas that you would contour. So we're going to go into our cheekbone, our jawline, our forehead, a little bit on the nose, wherever you want to put it. Okay, now we're moving on to blush, and I like to put blush on my nose and on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead and on my chin. So now we are about to set our face and move on to highlighter. So here I'm just highlighting my cheekbones, and after that, you should be done to put on your lashes, lip gloss, and be out the door. See ya.